What's up, guys? We're here at AMC Town Square with Chasing Cinema.
This is James Hsu.com,
and we just got out of Jennifer Lawrence's Red Sparrow.
Yes, directed by Francis Lawrence, the guy who brought us I Am Legend and the other Hunger Game movies.
I enjoyed I Am Legend.
Yeah. And then we have all the Hunger Games, which have ups and downs throughout. But now we have something which looks completely different.
Yeah.
A Russian spy story that's based on a book. And this movie obviously looks like it's going to be quite intense. Jennifer Lawrence obviously speaking out about going nude in the movie and you know, all these. Well, actually, I read this article that she said going nude wasn't the hard part. Learning how to dance was the hard part, in which she plays a dancer in the movie originally.
Which I thought she looked great.
She did look great.
Granted, we're not professional.
Yeah, I would have no idea.
I understand what ballet is supposed to look like, but I thought she looked amazing.
She looked strong. Immediately brought me back to Black Swan.
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously a different pace, I think, for both Lawrence, who has tackled some more serious work for Francis Lawrence as a director, but it looks very different than what he usually makes. So
you think?
Yeah. Red Sparrow. What did you think? A year after Atomic Blonde, a few years after Salt, the female femme fatale Russian spy thing that we've kind of seen over and over again. What'd you think?
And we're about to see the last season of The Americans.
Yeah, which I've not watched, but last week you told me it was really
good. I'm a big fan of this like whole Russian.
You like the spy thing?
Yeah, spy killing people thing. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. All right. Well, how was Red Sparrow?
The truth of the fact of the matter is this: really no better than all the other Russian spy films. I was entertained. For me, like 6 out of 10, like that. You know, it was better than the average movie.
Yeah.
That probably was because it was Russian spy film. Mm-hmm. Jennifer Lawrence was in it. But overall, yeah, the nude scenes are strong. The nude scenes are strong. And the guy from Casino Royale.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Matthias Schoenaerts. A hard name to pronounce.
He was cool.
Yeah.
And then we had Alfred.
Yep. Jeremy
Irons. Cool.
Yeah.
And I really don't have too much to. And they have all the twists and turns as all Russian spy films are supposed to have. That's
all spy films.
That is the whole point of a spy film, is to and it did make me do and that's the end of it. I have really nothing to say.
But you weren't like wah during the scenes though. Even though they were you weren't like wah.
No, I was just like,
yeah,
makes sense.
I think the movie really kind of sets itself up to be like this really intense, you know, heavy but very artistic movie, and I think it trying to be such an intricate kind of slow burn experience actually kind of hurts the movie in the long run. I don't think it should be like a fast-paced movie. I don't think this movie would work at 90 minutes, but 2 hours and 20 minutes is really long, and it feels really long, and it just kind of straggles along. I just think that this is a movie that has moments of really strong potential. If I want to even quote the movie here, you know, I see potential in it, but I don't think it executes it all the way. I think it loses itself in the very typical, very familiar spy formula, double, triple, quadruple agents and all that stuff and all the twists, and I think they cheapen themselves out to always constantly do these twists where you just don't really care. Like I think at the end of it, it was really interesting to see kind of Jennifer Lawrence get thrown in this world. I would say the first probably 30 to 45 minutes is the movie's strongest, is like when we kind of see this transition of this girl who is a dancer who gets thrown into this
Red Sparrow.
He gets thrown into the Sparrow after being offered like a position in Russian intelligence, and then doing the whole Red Sparrow school, which I think is the most interesting part about the movie. And then after that, I just kind of really lost interest. I think that the chemistry between Joel Edgerton and Jennifer Lawrence didn't really work for me. I didn't find it very believable, and this whole idea that this whole entire movie's conflict revolves around their relationship, or maybe not their relationship, it just didn't work for me. Like, I wasn't really invested in what was going on. I think there are some pretty tense parts. I think there's a lot of torture sequences in this, all of them not so like original or really creative, but there is one in which uses a tool for
skin grafting.
Skin grafting, thank you. Which I thought was like, I don't know if I've ever seen that before, and I thought it was like, you know. But other than that, I mean, there are a moment or two throughout the film that I think have some kind of potential suspense or tension, but the ones that really should harbor yourself in this really suspenseful, nerve-wracking moments, they aren't there. There's a really important sequences that has to do with floppy disks. And I just didn't really feel that like major tension that should probably be in that sequence. Jennifer Lawrence, I think is good in this movie. I don't think she'll be winning any Oscars or anything for it. I don't think it like really blew me away. I mean, I think again it was really this interesting start of the movie where we're watching this woman kind of be desensitized and go through all of these things, yet by the time we get to like maybe 3/4 into the movie, she's no longer this believable character. She's just like boom. We go from like one extreme to another, what feels very quickly. I think the movie looks
not
good.
Not quickly, because it's 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, not quickly in terms of how long I felt like I sat in the theater, but as like in times with how long this movie took place, it was like, oh man, she really kind of picked this up stuff pretty quickly. Jeremy Irons, I don't think there was anything performance-wise that really blew me away. I think Jennifer Lawrence is good, which is normal. I think she's really good in pretty much everything that she does.
She's good actress.
Yeah, she's good, but she's not phenomenal. This is not top of the line Lawrence, which we've been getting. I think the movie it's pretty harsh too. It's pretty heavy. Like there is a lot of I could see, I did see some things where a lot of people thought it was a little bit degrading and a little bit harsh, as far as kind of the treating of women and things like that, and I could see that, but overall I didn't find the movie to be effective in either way for me. I think it was just a little bit too scattered and a little bit empty, even though it really came off like it had something really deep to say.
It happens, bruh.
Yeah, we're still in. Oh no, we're not in February right now. We're in March.
No, we're in March 1st.
But still, technically a dumb month, I would think.
Can you believe it, bro?
I know. We're already 2 months in, and I've only seen one movie that I would really go to town for.
Which one was that one again?
Black Panther.
Wakanda,
which I would really recommend. I think they're going another week here at AMC Town Square for the Screen Next.
I need to see it still.
Yeah. So make sure to go check that out. Also, we'll be live tweeting the Oscars this Sunday, so make sure to tune in at Chasing Cinema. We'll be having fun and talking about all that good stuff. Also, we have some polls up right now, so you can vote who you think will win Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress. Other than that, we also have a review for Death Wish, the remake of the 1974 movie with Bruce Willis.
I love it all. And next Thursday.
Yes. Next Thursday, is it A Wrinkle in Time?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So a movie that
it's getting mixed reviews. I'm personally pumped for it, but it's getting mixed reviews, bruh.
I would say I've always been. As much as I'm not the best with trailer watching, I think that has to be probably one of my favorite trailers from this year I've seen so far. It's a really great trailer. They got the Eurythmics song, and it's really intriguing. I've never read the book. I don't know about the lore or anything like that, but I'm definitely interested. So I hope it's good. Oprah,
Chris Pine,
Mindy Kaling, hey, and the new girl has some quite potential. And I don't know if in Vegas it's opening, but I believe in some places The Strangers Pray at Night will be opening as well. But if it is opening here, we'll be covering it.
I love it. Well, until next week, guys, Oscars Sunday.
Yes.
Live tweeting.
Do you have a prediction for Best Picture of the Year?
Probably 3 billboards?
I think the last couple of years, the movies that feel like are going to sweep everything, but not Best Picture, like La La Land did. And I think...
Who do you think is going to win Best Picture, bro? The biggest honor of the night.
3 billboards seems like it would be the safe choice, but I think Shape of Water is a strong contender. It might come out of the woodwork.
Guillermo del Toro copywriting, stealing ideas from people.
Or also Get Out. I think, like how Moonlight shook everybody at the end of last year.
I feel like Get Out doesn't have momentum, but...
I think it's become a dark horse that people really want to get behind. Of course, I would say if you asked me who the favorite was, definitely 3 billboards. But I think that everyone might be surprised. I will say, if Shape of Water does win Best Picture, I'm sure it'll win Best Director.
Guillermo del Toro. Even though he's stealing ideas, huh?
If we learned anything in the Oscars, we've learned that whatever's going on usually doesn't affect.
Doesn't matter. Because we don't judge. We're judging here to judge the film.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, sometimes it's surprising. Sometimes the Oscars are really predictable and boring. I'm hoping for a good show on Sunday.
Guillermo the Thief del Toro. Got it. ChasingCinema.com is known as
the Film Lovers website.